Welcome everyone to the UKTC Awards ceremony for 2024. Apologies that we have no celebratory dinner this year, but a very good standard of entries for the awards. Just first to say, we've taken a break this year from the professional awards presentations, but we will be seeking nominations again next year for these. That's the Horace Hockley Award and the Mike Austin Award. So we ran the UKTC Awards again this year. We received a very high quality of entries from individuals, small companies, larger organisations. Each entry was judged on its merits, and the judges had a very interesting task in doing this assessment, and feel privileged to have been able to see these entries. So we're judging them against its own merits, and so against the entrance stated objectives. So this year, from the entries received, first of all, we'll say that every entry received detailed feedback from the judges. From the entries received, we're making 6 awards this year in all. 4 of these are Merit Award winners. A 5th is a Merit Award winner with a special additional Judges Commendation. And then finally, the one overall winner and recipient of the UKTC Awards 2024 trophy. So what I'd like to do now is to give you a bit of background about each of the winners, going from the Merit Awards, moving up to the overall winner. A bit of background as given by the entrants about the entry, and then some of the comments made by the judges. Then I will invite entrants who are present on this meeting to say a few words, or as many words as you'd like. So so I'll ask Jill, I'll say next slide, to take us to the first one, please. So first, Merit Award winners to the IBM Corporation. And this is the IBM ZOSCP, the ZOS container platform. Now this was background information provided in the brief. It conveyed the scope of the document, the diverse audience, which is particularly significant, information architects and developers included. It was particularly helpful to understand how the team got from point 0 to the end product in this case, and there was a lot of detail provided. The architecture diagrams for the entry were created in Figma, and there was a library created with the visual designer, so they got consistency in presenting basic contents of what is the container platform. And the team divide and color-coded symbols for the various personas to guide users the information specific to their roles. Now, the team consisted of 3 writers, say 1 in New York, 1 in the UK, and 1 in China. And they actually used the different zones to be able to work around the clock, the different development teams. The explanation for conventions used in the documentation and linked to the glossary, this was all very comprehensively managed and very useful to see. The planning and the management of the development and review cycles of this entry facilitated exceptional quality of documentation. So I'm very pleased to present a Merit Award to Catherine Bahruth, Bethany Simpson, Chen, Erin, Zhang of the IBM Corporation. And if any of you are here would like to say a few words, please feel free now.
Yes, hi, this is Carol Bahruth.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, from New York, Poughkeepsie, New York.
Right.
It's a beautiful day today. And I just want to say thank you so much. We really had an exceptional team effort. And with an international team, we, at first thought there'd be so many challenges,
Mhm.
due to our time zone differences. But as you mentioned, it really worked in our favor, and we were able to make the best use of our differences. And I think that's an interesting part of being a technical writer today,
Mm.
is that your team is very often around the world. And so it was a great experience, and we continue to make improvements and add to the documentation that we provide for our clients. I know Bethany is on as well. Erin,
Hi, Bethany.
unfortunately, is not able to join us today, but she certainly, you know, was a great partner in this effort. So I'll ask Bethany if she has anything she'd like to add.
For me, it's the same of saying thank you. It was nice to be, recognised. A lot of behind the scenes work has gone on with this product, from, as it says, from nothing, from having no table of contents to having a collection that is being viewed by customers and clients in such a kind of short period but longer period of time in regards to continuous delivery. So yeah, just to say thank you, and it wouldn't be possible without a team effort.
Right.
Yes, thank you so much.
Right. Thanks very much, Carol and Bethany, and thanks very much for attending, and well done. Okay, so next slide, please, Jill. So this is the second of the Merit Award winners, which goes to company Codat, and the title of the entry is Kodak Docs. And so this is a documentation portal complementary to Codat's product suite. And so the products themselves allow companies such as banks, payment providers, fintech, and others to connect to the software their small business clients use, access the business data, and get insights from that data, and automate their accounting processes. So the docs contain guides for beginners, product and use case specific tutorials and guides, API references, and technical implementation details for the full suite of projects and products, and general usage details for APIs and integrations. So the challenge of this task, writing documentation catering for users with various degrees of knowledge, and this is something that this guide has achieved very well. This is managed with various places at the top where a table specifying audience and knowledge needing. This is very clearly marked out and very useful to have up front. The two people in the experienced team who brought the entry to this level, it's a credit to the both that you can see, the hard work that has gone into creating the portal. One very good touch was the embedded code snippets of the various coding languages, and the ability to toggle back and forward. It was easy to navigate, had a very natural flow, and the landing page clear, and everything you needed you could find. The judges found the stated objective had been met very well, and very good care taken on presentation to best effect. So I don't know if Polina is with us today to be able to say a few words, but congratulations and well done.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Even though I've read the judges' feedback, it's really nice to hear it again. Read it out loud. Very pleased. Yeah, thank you so much. It's such a great thing for our efforts to be recognized. Like the entry says, there's really only two people that do the bulk of work on the documentation. So I'm the only writer, and I also work together with a product manager who has an engineering background. So he does like the site maintenance for the docs. But we are now open source. So many of our colleagues do little contributions here and there on the content. So we kind of company source the information, but obviously the main guards of the docs and the content are myself and the rest of team experience. But yeah, very, very pleased. We've put so much work and effort and time and blood, sweat and tears in through the docs over the last year and a half to get it to the point where it is today. So yeah, very pleased to be professionally recognized for that. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, and well done. Okay, next slide, please. So this is an entry from ServiceNow, and a number of contributors there, as you'll see. So this is the customer service application used by customer service agents. This is summarizing case information and chats, as well as general case resolution notes. So this is for use admin and developer personas, so they can configure the application for implementation on their own ServiceNow instance. So this now assists for the CSM contents kept together in one area, and it's separate from the rest of the content. And this is particularly impressive entry, given that there were only 6 weeks available for design and completion of the initial release, and then later releases managed on a 2-month delivery, but very, very tight timescales, and the basic organization material that adhered to the company's content framework. So they got the landing page, exploring section, configuring section, using section. The design was very well thought out, very well explained in the entry objectives, and the judges found that it fulfilled the brief very well. Also, particularly impressive was the video included in the product, which explored Now Assist for CSM in very good detail, and just hit the right level for this video, and also particularly effective use of screenshots. So Liz, Namita, Tushar, Venkata, and Shirley, well done to you, and congratulations to ServiceNow. Anyone would like to say a few words?
Yes, Linda, this is Namita here. Thank you.
Hi, Namita, welcome.
I think we are honored and feel very happy about the validation that we are in the right path as far as assisting the users and providing the information where and when they need it is there. I would go on to say that it definitely takes a village to create content. It was team effort and coordination all the way, from the content architecture team to the multimedia team to the editors to the writers. All of us were working again in different time zones on tight timelines. But our basis of creating this content was making it a delight for the user, making the findability, the navigation easy. And we sort of segmented it based on persona, as you must have noticed. And we've been receiving good analytics and customer feedback. So your validation of the award kind of is like a cherry on the top. So thank you.
Right, that's lovely. Right, thanks very much. So that's good, and let's say an impressive number of different participants there to bring it all together. So yeah, well done. Okay, next slide, please. Right, so this is from a single author. This is Diana Lakatos, the crafting docs for success. This is an end-to-end approach to developer documentation. And so, as you see, the author's stated purpose in writing the book, firstly, to share her knowledge and help everyone involved in building developer documentation by providing a blueprint that was sufficiently flexible so that the user could adapt this for their own projects, and also to collect useful resources in one place. And the judges are very interested and delighted to read that the book actually came into existence from feedback that the author received from an award entry back in 2019. So this was a really significant amount of work that's gone into creating the book. So the hard work put into the project of creating this developer documentation is very impressive, given that there was the writing of it as well. So that the combination, an amazing job done on both counts. A lot of significant specific detail on creating developer documentation, and great step-by-step approach. So the judges were impressed by the entry from the original planning stages through design and structure through to execution. So Diane, I think you should be very satisfied with the product as a comprehensive and consistent manual, and well deserving of a merit award. Are you with us?
Yes, hi.
Great. Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for this recognition. I'm truly honored to receive this award for my book. Writing a book was a very different experience from writing documentation, and it was both challenging and rewarding. So it's wonderful to see that it is resonating with documentarians and IT professionals. I'd like to thank my technical reviewer and Gentle, as well as my family and friends who provided invaluable support and feedback throughout the process. This award means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful to give back to the community of technical communicators I've learned so much from. So thank you.
Right, thanks very much, Diane. Thanks, well done. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so this is a final merit award winner, and also with the judges' commendation, which I'll explain. So this is the Commonwealth War Graves Commission Horticulture Manual and Training Guides produced by the I-Team. Now, this is a huge entry, a massive undertaking. So this is the Commonwealth War Graves Commission revised edition of the Horticulture Manual and training guides that accompany that. So this is something that the I-Team produced as part of the War Graves Commission Global Training Program. So wanting best practices of managing and maintaining the war grave, the cemeteries and memorial sites from World Wars I and II. So as I say, there's 23,000 locations in more than 150 countries. And so it's a multinational, multilingual workforce, thousands of employees and volunteers, mostly gardeners and stone masons. So the manual is written in simple English, accompanying photos and illustrations for the target audience. The manual has then been translated into multiple languages, and the training programs are set at various levels for the different users. So the I-Team had a task to produce this within 12 months, and managed to produce that within 12 months and within the budget. And it went through a rigorous review process and approval process. Now, Motia gave the judges a walkthrough sections of the manual, and then with the opportunity to work through ancillary topics as we sort of navigated our way through the manual. Also provided with the manual was a style guide, which gave good evidence of the consistency and quality of the material provided. Now, in part, there's being a worthy merit award winner and such a large scale and comprehensive entry. Also, the judges gave a commendation for this entry in recognition of the I-Team's passion for the subject, and they're very strong in wanting to draw attention to the important role of the technical authors, technical writers, and their work, which often goes unnoticed to show how very important this is to such a worthwhile project. So merit award with the Judges Commendation to the I-Team. And Motia, I believe you're with us.
Hi, Linda. Yes, thank you so much for this background, and it's really wonderful to hear your feedback and that we have received it inviting. We've also got Steve Morris from the I-Team here, who has been working with the I-Team for a very long time, and he was the main lead technical author, as well as the author that controlled the standards of the project when it was a case of bringing together so many different resources, and it's required to serve so many different audiences globally. So Steve controlled the standards to ensure that we've got consistency across the multiple deliverables that had to be delivered in different languages, and then converting it all to an online help system as well. So I just want to say thank you very much. It's a piece of work that the I-Team truly enjoyed. It required expertise at various levels within the I-Team to contribute to this project, from careful project management, budget planning, to careful creation of illustrations, and all had to be done within a budget that was allocated by the Commission. It's a non-profit organization, so we had to keep that in mind. And the outcome was, as you saw, a document that's currently being used globally to commemorate war heroes. And as you've said, it highlights the important work of technical authors that often gets unnoticed, that it's not all about technology and manuals. We are serving society here, and including those that have left us. Steve is here. Steve, do you want to say anything?
Yes, thank you, Motia.
Hi, Steve.
Well, can I just say that the project was brilliantly led by Motia, who kept everything together and made sure we hit the deadlines. It was a thoroughly enjoyable and worthwhile project to work on. I really enjoyed that year. And it's absolutely wonderful to get this award. So thank you very much for that.
Right, thanks very much, Stephen. Thanks, and well done to all the team. Right, thanks a lot. So that's brings us now to our overall trophy winner. Yeah, next slide, thanks. So this is the Dry Dive virtual reality app submitted by Calder Communication Services and Sandford Tech. So this is the Dry Dive virtual reality app coaches a learner through a 5-meter scuba dive descent, and the collaboration here producing this app, they had two purposes. One was to demonstrate how virtual reality can be used as a training aid to teach and practice complex procedures, and then also to show the quality of virtual reality applications that Calder Communication Services can produce. So the two groups of clients here who could be looking to use this app, training managers in the defence engineering sector and technical training managers in other sectors may be looking for ways to train more safely. If you can actually do this on dry land, very good to be able to do this in a safe location. It's a very innovative way to deliver the training material, and the judges a demo of this app were very impressed by how lifelike it was. In fact, so dramatically lifelike is a appropriate description, and the attention to detail was brilliant. So one of the things that in this training scenario that the app introduced, which is unique, is that there's a diving buddy to accompany you on this this descent, so that at all times if you're doing the right thing, because your buddy's there to show you. It solves a lot of prospective problems for customers in doing the training, because and particularly one thing is that there's just the virtual reality device itself, a small piece of kit that takes up very little space and can be used anywhere. So remote from the diving site. Every detail that was needed was thought out very thoroughly and scripted for. The Sandford Tech and collaboration between Sandford Tech and Calder Communications was evident here at every stage. Sandford Tech guys showed dedication and commitment by participating in a diving session with full gear so they could experience what they were trying to create. And we thought this really paid off and created an outstanding training application. So the judges found that the Dry Dive virtual reality app is a very worthy winner of the UKTC Awards 2024 competition. And we think that Calder Communication Service in Sandford Tech deserve to succeed in this and future collaborative ventures. Before I pass over to you, Nick, if you'd like to show the next slide, please, Jill. I was delighted to be able to visit Calder Communication Services office last week and present the trophy to Fee Parker of Calder Communication Services here with Kevin Puryer and Met Sanders from Sandford Tech. This is down at the offices near Portland, so we went outside for the photo shoot. So from Calder Communication Services, you have Fee Parker, and also Sandy was there in assistance. Matt Peacock, I wasn't able to meet. Hopefully he's here today from Calder, and also Joe Duffy from Sandford Tech was also involved. So congratulations to you all, a very exciting product and a worthy winner. Congratulations to you all. I don't know if Fee would like to say a few words first.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you to the ISTC and the judges for recognising the work of the team. We really were a very close-knit team. Sandford Tech's developers were over in Bournemouth, we were in Portland. And yeah, just to mention everybody, thank you, Matt Peacock, who's here. Kevin Puryer, I can see you're online, and hopefully Matt Sanders, perhaps Joe as well. It's surprising, perhaps, when you start a virtual reality app, to see how much of the principles of technical training need to be applied at every stage. You know, from the concept of what do you want to communicate and how do you want to communicate, who is your audience, you know, down to, you can't just say that the audience were people who might be interested in diving, you know, you have to be a bit more specific than that. And then writing the script, you know, all of the principles we would apply to writing documentation or help or anything like that, they all come into play when you're writing the script. And just many thanks to Kevin, Joe and Matt at Sandford Tech for interpreting that and turning our ideas into 3D and virtual 3D at that so quickly that we could, you know, that was the initial feedback was so quick that really helped us to refine things and decide what was going to work and what wasn't. If you will excuse me, Matt Peacock hasn't seen the trophy yet because he only flew in from Agadir yesterday.
All right.
So here you are, Matt. I promised to bring it to you so you can see it in person. I don't know if anybody else would like to say anything. Well, thank you, Linda, for travelling all the way to bring it to us. It's very kind of you.
It was lovely to spend that time to you and be with you and to be able to do that. So thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, I don't know if Kevin would like to say a couple of words or.
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Fee. Thank you so much, Linda. And it's been a real honour working with you, Fee. I think I mentioned before, obviously, virtual reality is really starting to make an impact in businesses where training is concerned, but we've never actually had a sort of a diving application that we've dealt with before in the past. I think one thing I mentioned to Fee when we first started the project was my personal experience, first dive in Egypt, which was life-changing for all the wrong reasons. And made me a little bit apprehensive when we took on the project, but Fee and the team were amazing at getting across exactly what they wanted to show and what they wanted to bring to life in the experience. So it's been a lot of fun working on. You managed to get me in the water as well, which I didn't think was ever going to happen, but that was obviously after we'd put everything together and felt very comfortable in doing so. So it just shows the power of virtual reality and what that can bring to experiences like this and training. So a really big thank you, Linda. It was great to see you last week. Of course, Fee and the team at Calder Communications, and of course the rest of the Sandford Tech team as well, who unfortunately can't make the call today, but I will sure send all the comments back. And but it's been a blast. Thank you.
Right. Thanks very much, Kevin, and thanks to you all, and well done to all winners. Very impressive set of entries, and it's not too late to start thinking about UKTC Awards 2025. Anyway, thanks very much, everyone. Thank you.